Hey guys, what a great day, right? You might ask why? Well, because today we're diving into the hottest announcement about new legendary champions and the best promo codes for all players. Let's not beat around the bush. You're on the 2GT channel, so grab a seat, get comfy, and let's get started. Before we kick off, I've got a small favor to ask. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your subscription is your ticket to all the latest updates in Raid, and your like's a small but important way of saying thanks. So, thanks in advance, friends. If you haven't started playing yet, or did but aren't satisfied with how it's going, I've got some amazing champions for you through the links in the description. Terrell plus Aina, plus 400k silver, 2 epic skill tomes, 2 energy refills, and a 2-day XP boost. 2 champions who will absolutely crush dungeons and some bosses. Lightsworn plus Anax, along with 300,000 silver. A killer duo. Lightsworn deals heavy hits while shielding the team, and Anax takes care of dungeon mobs. Ultimate Galek plus Zargala with 200,000 silver, 2 energy refills, 10 magic brews, and 10 force brews. These two leave nothing but scorched earth in their wake. Finally, we have Rector Drath plus Fane, along with 400k silver, 2 epic skill tomes, a 1-day XP boost, 1 energy refill, 15 greater arcane potions, and 10 greater spirit potions. Well, you've picked your link, signed up, downloaded the game, completed the training, claimed Kale, and got your first champion from the pack. You'll get the second one at level 25. Now what? How do you snag your first legendary champion? What if I told you that you could grab 3 legendaries for free right from the start? Let me explain. Let's start with the fact that, as for a newbie, Raid gives you the chance to pick one more champion from a huge list of promo codes. You can check out the full list in my previous video. Sometimes Raid even includes legendary champions in this list, which is amazing. Right now, there are 2 legendary champs available via promo codes, one of which you can claim immediately. Sun Wukong, obtainable with the promo code Monkey King, plus 15 Spirit Brews, 15 Greater Spirit Potions, and 300k silver. Sun Wukong is a legend, a hero who will help you immensely in the early game and become your ultimate pick. Later, in mid and end game, he'll still be a top-tier champ when fully leveled up. Skill 1 attacks one enemy. 25% chance, 50% with skill tomes, to apply a stun debuff for 1 turn. If the target has buffs, the chance increases to 50%, 75% with skill tomes. Skill 2 is a single target attack that ignores 50% of the target's defense. If the target dies, the leftover damage hits all other enemies. This attack also ignores 50% defense and cannot be critical. If the initial target survives, it applies a sheep debuff for 1 turn. This debuff cannot be blocked. A3 attacks all enemies. Before attacking, steals all buffs from the enemies and applies a block buffs debuff for 2 turns. His passive skill automatically resurrects Sun Wukong every 3 turns after death with 100% HP and 100% turn meter. This makes Sun Wukong perfect for max damage builds without worrying about survivability. The next hero and the star of today's video is Loki. We're grabbing him with the promo code GETLOKI, plus 15 Spirit Brews, 300,000 silver, and 15 Greater Spirit Potions. Loki's a solid hero since he can shine paired with Sun Wukong, or work in any team comp thanks to his skills. A 1-hits all enemies, has a 30% chance to increase the duration of all enemy debuffs by 1 turn. If he's under Veil or Perfect Veil buffs, the chance goes up to 50%. But the most exciting part is his passive, which applies a Perfect Veil buff on Loki for 2 turns at the start of every round. It also applies Perfect Veil for 1 turn when his HP drops below 50%. He has a 15% chance to dodge an enemy skill and all its effects. If Loki's under Veil or Perfect Veil, the dodge chance increases to 30%. Also, if Loki's HP is below 50% when he's targeted by an enemy skill, he has a 100% chance to dodge it and all its effects. This guaranteed dodge then goes on cooldown. This all makes this bastard insanely durable. So, you've picked Loki or the monkey, entered the promo code, and added your favorite pet to your collection. But you can actually grab 2 more legendaries. And this isn't a scam. Right now, Raid is giving away 2 more legendaries. To get one, you literally don't need to enter anything or make any effort. Just log into the game for 7 days and claim Skeletor. Then, over the next 21 days, you can score even more goodies in Stage 2. Soul Stars, an Avatar, and a Primal Shard.
Nice.
Now, about the champ himself, they could have picked a better name. He looks intimidating, but let's not judge a book by its cover. Let's check out this dude's skills. Skill 1 hits one enemy twice. Each hit has a 75% chance to increase the duration of a random debuff on the target by 1 turn. Well, it's decent. Skill 2 hits one enemy, has a 75% chance to apply petrification for 1 turn. If the target is a boss, instead it applies decrease attack and decrease speed for 2 turns. After petrification wears off, the target gets a decreased speed debuff. Now this looks solid. It pairs well with A1. A3 skill places a 50% increase accuracy buff on all allies for 2 turns. Also has a 75% chance to steal block debuffs and 1 random buff from each enemy. After that, reduces enemy turn meters by 15%. If the enemy is from the Tellurian League, their turn meter reduction jumps to 30%. Finally, his passive. Whenever Skeletor tries to apply a debuff, steal a buff, reduce an enemy's turn meter, or extend a debuff on the enemy, he increases his accuracy by 20 for every buff on that enemy. Whenever he gets hit, he has a 40% chance to apply an increased resistance debuff to the attacker for 1 turn. The chance goes up to 75% against the Tellurian League. Damn, this guy's a beast! Another legendary who's gonna cause endless headaches for your opponents, whether it's in regular or online arenas. He boosts team accuracy, steals buffs, and cranks up his own accuracy using the enemy team's buffs. Solid pick for building a serious defense. And the third legendary champion you can get right now in Raid is He-Man. He kinda reminds me of someone. Let me just say this. If you're into buff blonde dudes, like in real life, you're gonna have to pay for him. Specifically, Raid offers you the chance to complete the Elite Champion Pass to get your very own blonde guy. But let's see if He-Man is really worth the money. Skill 1 hits one enemy, deals an extra hit to champions from the corrupted faction, fills his turn meter by 10%, and for the extra hit, fills it by another 2%. Alright, fine, we'll take it. His skill 2 hits one enemy, applies a 50% increase attack buff on himself for 2 turns before the attack, ignores the stone skin buff, and if the target dies, fills the entire team's turn meters by 30%. Now that's interesting. It's rare to see a champ who doesn't give a damn about your stone skin. Skill 3 is an AoE attack that deals 10% more damage for every buff he has on himself before using the skill. Resets after using A3. Honestly, this one's clearly aiming for a massive one-shot. Passive skill increases his attack and health by 5% for every buff he has. At the start of each turn, he places a 25% strengthen buff on himself for 2 turns. If an enemy's HP drops below 50% after his attack, he adds another strengthen buff on himself for 2 turns. Also, he can't be petrified. So, it looks like He-Man could really bring back the trend of super fast teams that just go for the one-shot strategy. Considering there are already champs with immunity to 1 fatal hit, I still think it won't help much if your whole team gets wiped at the start of the match. And while He-Man doesn't look all that great visually, overall, this champ is worth the money. Looks like Plarium learned their lesson with Whirlum Frostking, who also cost money but turned out to be completely useless. And I can't not share some universal promo codes with you all. Extra resources are never a bad thing. 1M gift gives you 3 3-rank chickens, 2 rare skill tomes, an energy refill, and 300,000 silver. Yearly gift gives you 10 XP brews, a 4-rank chicken, 3 multi-battle sets for 50 attempts, full energy, and 500,000 silver. PP 500 gives you super generous rewards like 1 multi-battle set for 50 attempts, 200 energy, 400,000 silver, and 500 Plarium points. Dear subscribers, it's been great hanging out with you. Let me know what you think about all these legendary additions. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and remember, we're all gonna be in Platinum.